God, this is such a good mod. Hello everyone, my name's Kelpart, and today I figured we'd do something a little bit different. So instead of ranking a mod, I just kind of want to talk about a mod for once, just give my casual thoughts, you know, all the fun stuff. Now, this is a completely new format, so I knew I had to choose a pretty good mod to talk about. So, what am I gonna choose? Well, luckily, a while back, I put a poll up for you guys to basically just vote in to see what mod you wanted to see in this type of video first. And I mean, this didn't win, but I'm doing it anyways. So, Funkin Galaxy. God, I love this one. Just the concept of combining Friday Night Funkin', such a pivotal game in my life, and my favorite video game ever made. Like, mind blown. You just win. You just win based off that. And I mean, conceptually too, it's a really good concept since, you know, Mario Galaxy is known for its music being incredible. So, combining that with a rhythm game all about music? It's peak. It's just peak. I'm sorry. It's just peak. But recently a Halloween update has come out, and I kind of just wanted to give my thoughts on it, you know, specifically talk about the new update songs, but, you know, touch on some things, give some criticism for the mod, things I really like about it, just, you know, talk about it, because this is a mod that means a lot to me, and honestly, I don't think I see enough people talk about this one. It is really underrated for how good it is. So, join me today as I give my full thoughts on Super Funkin' Galaxy. Oh, and also, before we start this video, if you couldn't tell, this video is going to be a lot less scripted than normal, and again, it is a new format, so if you want to see more in this type of format, please comment it. I want to know if it works, and if it doesn't, also, please comment that and tell me that it doesn't work, because if it, I need to know these things. Please, people, don't be shy. Now is the time. Tell me if you like this or not. I will stop doing it if you don't. So while there were a lot of updated songs, the main three things I want to talk about are the three new, completely original songs added in the update. So starting us off, Luminous Swing. Hold on, actually, wait, before we do that, there are a lot of UI changes as well added, and I just gotta say, these menus are some of the cleanest I think I may have ever seen in this community. Like, look at this! This is so nice looking! I love Boyfriend in the Dumb Shuttle. The songs are super clean. There's even a random button. I love the fact that they included the random button. And then the sticker transition. They added custom stickers to this to be just like base game. I love these UI changes so much. It is just such a nice little personality, added character, whatever you want to call it. But, God, I love it. Okay, now getting into the songs. Luminous Swing. The only main week song added, and I mean main week in quotations as much as possible, because it's not actually in the main week story mode yet, so I don't know why it's here, but whether or not it was a mistake, I don't know, but either way, God, what a way to start. The art in this song specifically, it is so peak. I love how all of it looks, from the boyfriend and girlfriend designs, which are both really well animated and just overall super cool looking. The pumpkin Goomba being all silly, just spinning around, and this background, just the stark contrast between this and the last update's art, you can tell that the team has gotten a lot more experience. But on the song itself, the melodies are really hard-hitting, and just overall it's just a nice spooky vibe. It fits the Halloween theme so well, and I love it. It drags a tiny bit in the middle, but it's so barely noticeable that it doesn't affect me when I'm re-listening to the song over and over again. Now, the second of the two main songs added is Hell Valley, and yeah, so this one was actually teased, and from the moment we got the teaser, I knew it was gonna be incredible in the mod, and oh boy did it not disappoint. It's made by the same people who made the Toad Brigade emix as well, and you can definitely tell, it's got a lot of the same charm that one has. I love the boyfriend vocals in it, and the use of atonals are actually really good. Heck, they even made him beatbox. They didn't just do the normal atonals for Boyfriend. They made him beatbox. Why does nobody use the beatbox? Why are there only two major songs that use it? It annoys the crap out of me. It would be so nice sounding in other songs, but I appreciate the heck out of them for using it here. The sky trees sound pretty nice. The instrumental, oh my god, the instrumental goes hard. And this specific part, just just listen to this part for a second, please. It is just... oh, man. The two new songs overall are just super well made, like shockingly well made. I really liked this mod before the Halloween update came out, but just the sheer quantity and quality this update brought was beyond anything I expected the mod to ever reach. So I am very happy and very excited for what's to come. We'll get to you. You'll get your time, don't worry. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are also a lot of updated songs. And honestly, the picks were really, really good. A lot of them were just weaker songs that I already didn't care for in the mod, so the fact that they were able to update all of them to be at least somewhat better is super nice. Hey There actually got my favorite of these, having a much more distinct vibe that it's going for, and I love every second of it. And the main melody too, oh, some of the melodies in this mod are honestly amazing. Funky Factory got better. I mean, I don't dislike the song anymore, it's just that something about it doesn't really click with me, you know? I'm sure I'll get it eventually, but right now it's just okay. But who cares about that? They actually fixed Rooftop Shame! I didn't think it was possible, because the original version, it was bad. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this one. It was just really bad. But they completely remastered it to be listenable, and I love it. The art specifically, it looks really, really nice. Honestly, kind of too nice. It's honestly uncanny how smooth and nice everything looks, but I still adore it. Still not an incredible song music-wise by any means, but like, the fact that they were just able to make this one good is amazing. Wiimotter is also better. Again, like Funky Factory, I was never the biggest fan of this one, but the improvements and touch-ups here are nice. Oh, but this one. Oh, this one. I like this one. I know it's basically just a remix of the Purple Comet theme. Another remix of the Purple Comet theme, but it's actually got some really creative spots, specifically the boyfriend pop-off in the middle, and of course the lyrics. I just really like what they did here. It's nice. And lastly, The Wish. I don't want to talk too much about this one, since I want to save it for when the mod is eventually finished, because just letting you know, when this mod fully releases, which I don't expect to be anytime soon, but when it does, this is getting ranked. This whole mod is getting ranked. But just know that this one means a lot to me, and them just updating it to sound a little nicer here and there, it's just really appreciated. That being said, though, this mod is not perfect. Again, I have a couple critiques that I want to talk about, because as much as I love this mod, there are definitely some problems I have with it, and again, none of this comes from hatred or me just complaining because, oh, this is a problem, I hate this, yada yada. I just really, really like this mod and just want to see it grow to be the best it can, so here are just some things that I think could potentially be fixed in future updates. First and foremost, remastering more songs. I talked about it earlier, but the updated songs from this update are amazing, and I love that the dev team is willing to go back and update older songs. That being said, there are still quite a few that need fixing. I would love for every old song to be updated, but the main ones that I'm specifically looking at are Astronomical, Revolution, Diluted Sensation, and especially Cosmic Battle Emix. Astronomical just kind of all around isn't great, it's slow, it's incredibly boring, and just doesn't really sound good. There's not really much that I would know what to do with this one for a remaster, so honestly just recreating this one from the ground up is probably my solution, but I mean, if they have something planned, by all means, go for it. Revolution is similar to Astronomical, where I think it's really boring, but there's a lot more potential with this one. I think it just needs more standout melodies, and it needs to play more into the pixel shifting gimmick, because I really like that, but if you do those two things, it could be really, really good, but for now, it's just kind of slow and too long for not really anything interesting going on, so just fix some of those things and it would be incredible. Diluted Sensation is just flat out boring. I love the concept, I love everything about it, but it just doesn't have any melodies that stick with me. It's just kind of a song that exists. And Cosmic Battle Emix. To be honest, I could genuinely talk about the little nitpicks and problems I have with this one all day, because while I absolutely love what it tries to do, it doesn't do it very well. The instrumental is really intense, but sometimes it's a little too much, especially at that transition part. It honestly starts to hurt my ears with how much is going on. The vocals on both Boyfriend and Cosmic Boyfriend don't sound really good at all either. Specifically Cosmic Boyfriend, I don't know what effects you tried to add, but it just does not work. Just keep it simple. There's too much going on in this song. But the concept behind this one is incredible. A more intense feel contrasting bass Cosmic Battle is great, so just a regular old V2 for this one, fixing all the problems, could just be amazing. My second main point that I want to talk about is the vocals in this mod, which are pretty alright. Like, for the most part, I like most of them, but there are a few that I'm a little odd about. Boyfriend is very hit or miss, to be completely honest, but that's just kind of something that happens with multiple composers with different views on his vocals. It happens, you know, he's not going to sound the same in every song, and that's completely fine. Especially since I know that, to be honest, that's one of the most personal preference things a mod can have. How Boyfriend sounds, and if it sounds good or not, is completely up to how you view it as. So that one, I don't really have a problem with. It's some of the more original chromatics that don't sound the best. Specifically Mario, which is kind of obnoxious since, you know, he's the guy. He's Mario, come on now. I feel like it's just really weird sounding in all contexts. Star Festival's chromatic is really off with some of the vowels, I guess. It's not really even just vowels. There's a lot of odd sounds going on there. And most of the free play uses of the chromatic are just okay at best. Specifically you. You know what you did. I think some of the other weaker ones are Major Burrows and yeah, no, that's basically it. It's basically just Major Burrows, which is just kind of mid, and Mario. That's really my only two problems. Another one that I think is kind of off is Captain Toad, but to be honest, the chromatic is the part that sucks, and the way it's used in both of his songs are really good. So if you just continue to do that in any song Captain Toad is used in, I don't have an issue with it. Alright, so my third problem is kind of a conflicting one, because I talked about how amazing the art is and how much I love it, but I do have one small issue with it. It's very inconsistent. Now, I know this is mostly just because some of the older art still hasn't been updated. I'm still looking at you, Astronomical! But the quality is still kind of weird. Like, look at Prankster Club, Rooftop Trouble, and Star Festival. Like, they are three very distinct art styles, and while it's not necessarily a big problem or anything, because I still think it all looks good, my OCD brain just really wants everything to be in the same style, so while it's not necessary at all, it would just be kind of nice to see it more generalized. Finally, the last very small point I have is the charting, which is just okay. Like, a standard normal chart is fine, which is what most of these songs have, but a few of the songs in this mod are kind of okay. It's half because the charting itself, which just sometimes has some very awkward patterns that I don't really like playing, but it's also half because of the gimmicks some songs have, where the chart just randomly changes speed to fit parts of the song. Like, specifically the first two that come to mind are Toad Brigade Emix and Star Festival, but it definitely happens a lot more than you'd think, so, that gimmick I don't really like. The charting thing is just, you know, just do better. But, you know, if you could either take out the randomly changing chart speeds or give more reaction time or whatever you have to do, just, it's kind of awkward to play. So, if you could, you know, look into that, that'd be great, thanks. That all being said, though, I still really like this mod. The team behind this has done a fantastic job, and to be honest, are just amazing people. This is one of the first mod where it really hits me that you don't have to be just a giant team full of big names in the community, or ones with tons of experience. The dev team here really just does feel like a bunch of friends got together and made a really cool thing for two games they care about a lot, which, that vibe I just adore so much. It's proven by the fact that, to be honest, before playing this mod, I had never heard of a single one of these people besides Super Stamps. And even then, I barely knew about Super Stamps, so that's kind of cheating. but just everyone that I've interacted with outside of this mod are just so casual. They'll just sometimes post random little teasers for songs that they haven't announced yet, or just whole songs sometimes, like I talked about with Hell Valley. And while I get when mods don't want to reveal anything to, you know, keep the mystery and, like, the big reaction on launch day, I actually really like seeing progress reports on mods. And, yeah, as I talked about earlier, the devs are just super nice. Heck, I've actually gotten to personally talk to a few of them. And, yeah, they're all super great. So, any of you watching out there, what's up, y'all? You guys are great. Specifically, Amy and SPG, you two are epic. Love what you're doing with the mod. I've actually gotten to specifically interact with these two a lot. Their stuff is awesome. You guys are awesome. I love you. But yeah, this mod is just overall fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what's next. Now then. Wait. Wait, what do you mean I promised to talk about Hell Valley Emix later? Ugh, fine, I'll talk about it. I'll do it. I'll do the ranking segment. Just cue the transition. Number 1, Hell Valley Emix. Well, this song's incredible. As I talked about earlier, Hell Valley was teased before we even knew we were getting a Halloween update, and I was fully expecting it to be the best of the entire update. So you can imagine how far my jaw fell when I saw Hell Valley Emix existed. This song is just heavenly, to be honest. The reaction I had when I first played this one was insane. The first half is really just the remix part of the song, just being more of Hell Valley. I like the boyfriend chromatic slightly more here than in the bass song, but that's just because I prefer bass boyfriend. I really like how they did it there, but bass boyfriend will always be the best, I'm sorry. On the flip side, however, I like the atonal section slightly less here. They're not bad by any means, but the ones in the bass song sound a little bit more interesting, and I kinda miss the beatboxing. It was such a nice touch. Why didn't you include it? But the instrumental? Amy is just incredible at instrumental work. They're some of the best sounding I've heard in this whole community, and it, alongside the incredible melodies of the bass song just being expanded upon, whoa, it goes so hard. But it doesn't just end there, because then we get to the new part. The camera zooming in, the black and white visuals, the eerie feeling. You can just really feel that something is about to go down. And something is in fact about to go down. This second half, I genuinely still am at a loss for words. It is genuinely incredible. The lyrics are beautifully crafted, and I love the implications it has for the sky trees. Honestly, probably being my favorite lyrics in any FNF song, including Silly Billy, which is like, what? Specifically the second verse, whoever you got to sing them, incredible job. Everyone did an amazing job singing, but specifically that singer right there, really good. The animation, it's just so smooth. It's probably the best in the whole mod by a landslide. The art in the second half is just overall great. I love seeing how the sky trees are animated, and the lava is pretty cool too. And then just all of this in combination with an incredibly heavy-hitting instrumental, and Boyfriend just popping off with the main melodies and just big runs while these lyrics are going on. This part, man, it is hard to put into words just how much I adore this song. It's got me so excited for the rest of the mod to come out, to be honest, because everything in this song just comes together so nicely, and it's just some random remix of a free play song. Like, just imagine how hard they're gonna go for stuff like the final battle with Bowser. That is gonna be incredible. And all the rest of the emixes, just, I cannot wait to see what they've got in store for this mod. But, I mean, come on. What did I expect? You put the composers of Toad Brigade Emix and Luminous Swing, songs with incredibly distinct vocal runs, dramatic and heavy-hitting sections, and banging instrumentals together. Just the perfect combination to make an incredible S+ song. And honestly, an FNF song that is in my top 10 of all time. I'm not kidding. This is just that good. Hey, yeah, end of the video. I'm done. We're done with the review. I know it's Feels kind of weird. We still ended off with a #1 placement, but it feels kind of off to not be ending a giant ranking video, but I'll try my darndest. So I was contemplating showing a tier list for this mod, but again, I kind of want to keep some of my opinions hidden for now. I want to still preserve some of the shock value when I eventually rank this mod, but I mean, you already know what my thoughts on a lot of them are, so, you know, I'm excited to see what all of you think when that video eventually does come out, when the mod eventually comes out, which, again, saying this now, go play this thing. It's free, it's full of content, all of it's amazing. There's side achievements to go for, there's a lot. I don't normally shill for a mod this much, but I genuinely care about this one so much. Now, I talked about my plans in Step Right Up Ranked, and nothing's really changed, but as for videos in this type of format, I will do weekly. Weekly will probably be the next one. I'm gonna do it. I swear, I'm gonna talk about weekly. I'm not excited. Not excited. But I am gonna talk about weekly. Which, speaking of, I'm also gonna shill Y'all-Letter's video for a second here. Yeah, Y'all-Letter did an incredible job talking about weekly. It is almost a 3-hour video, so if you like anything weekly, you like anything FNF, go over there, watch it. I did a couple segments for it too, and that was a great time, so go watch that video. But besides that, yeah, check out the mod. I love the team here. Yeah, let's just end the video, shall we? So subscribe. This is pretty cool. Again, we hit 1K, so I don't really know what to shill for at this point. Let's go to 10K. Let's do that. We're doing 10K now. We're gonna hit 10K by the end of the year. In less than a month. We can do it, I swear. Make sure to comment if you like this style. I talked about it at the start of the video, but trying out new styles here, and I want to make sure that you guys enjoy it. That's mainly why I'm trying to do some of this stuff. So, make sure to comment if you liked it or not. If you didn't, please let me know, because if none of you like it, then of course I'm just gonna stop. But, you know, if you do like it, then, make sure to show your support. Turn notifications, like, you know, do all this stuff. Go check out the mod. I don't think I've said that enough. I think you should go check out the mod. It's really good. Really good mod. But yeah, I think with all that being said, hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!